Today, in Mama's Chaotic Kitchen, we are making homemade cheese crackers. Now let's bring out that food processor first. Start with an 8 ounce of finely grated cheese. I chose sharp cheddar cheese, but you can pick what cheese you prefer. I decided instead of doing more hard work to cut it into chunks and pop it into the food processor to get it to grate it for me, which saved so much time and energy. For some extra flavor, I threw in about 2 ounces of my homemade fresh mozzarella in there. Now off with the top and the grater, and in goes 1 1/4 cups of flour, followed by 4 tablespoons of cold butter, half a stick, cut into chunks. Next in, a 1/4 cup of water, and then after that, in goes the seasoning. And for the seasoning, I used garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. Again, the seasoning is another thing. You can pick whatever you prefer. If you choose you want them spicy, use cayenne pepper. If you just want them to taste similar but better than store-bought Cheez-Its, go with my choices. Now we got it all mixed together to make the dough so it can look just like this. If the dough does look a bit dry though, you can add a splash of milk to make the consistency you want. And out comes the cutting board to make a floured surface to throw that dough on and start rolling it out. If you prefer more puffy cheese crackers, you don't have to roll them too thin, but if you prefer that crunch, then roll them as thin as you can without making the dough see-through. Now cut them into squares and use a fork to poke holes in them so they cook evenly. Then put them on a parchment-lined pan and put them in your oven at 400 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. When they come out, let them rest for about 2 to 3 and put them in an airtight container to store them up to a week. Both puffy and crunchy are delicious, and you need to try this one out.